All right, hello everybody, welcome back. This is Omega Given here, giving you a patch. Not really, it's not patch. It's actually the Alta logs. I'm gonna be highlighting all the things for you guys, and the audio is really loud. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in one shoot because I'm busy moving into houses and blah blah blah. You know, life goes on. Yeah, but in the studio, I thought I could probably move into the garage and set up my studio faster, but it's gonna take a long more time. But with that aside, that's my personal stuff. Whatever. Let's talk about the good stuff, the stuff that you guys have came for. This is the Alta logs number 5. Basically, this is like the if you don't know what this is, it's developers answering questions that have been asked. Oftentimes, they're generic questions. So don't hope for too much, but it's a little insightful. Since this is my first time covering the Alta logs, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth, but next time, whenever these do come out, which comes out like months at a time, 2 months maybe, I will probably dumb them down a little bit more because, yeah, whatever. So let's go into it. Where is your team located? Okay, so this is the people that talk in this stuff. You can see it's Bormy, Sol, James, and the guy writing this. I can't remember his name. Cade, sorry, Cade, if any of the developers actually watch these videos, they'd be like, oh, I wonder what our creators are making about our stuff. All right, where's the team located? Around the world. They are not centralized. They were originally based in Australia, if I understand correctly. That's where Bormy and the one guy, I can't remember. I think they were in Australia, but they have hired from around the world. So yeah, that doesn't make it short. Just that's where they are. What features do the devs look forward to implementing most? So combat. That's what they've been working on. They think that they have a good combat system so far, but they've noticed that the trials have landed really well. So they're going to try to work on that a little bit more and get into a deeper system, which is kind of interesting because I kind of think of like combat as like a feature that's done and good. Like I don't see too many people liking PvP combat in this sort of a game, but they clearly like it, or they want to enhance it more. So if you're the creator of the game, you kind of want to work on your own thing. So that's what they're answering there. Will the tower still be speedrunner friendly after the updates? In short, yes, it will be speedrunner friendly, but the beginning parts might be a little faster. That's basically what the edit is. It's just a little faster for the beginning parts, just so it can give a little bit better intro for beginner people at the start of them. So that's pretty good. They also, if you do not know, the tower, the update that they're adding to it, that's gonna make it a little bit better for beginner people, is they're adding like teleporting down from the different checkpoints, because apparently it's too hard, because it literally took me at least it took me 4 hours to do it, like the entire tower, which is a lot of time to dedicate to just get the climbing ability. But that's still a lot of dedication for a lot of people, so they're gonna make it a little simpler for people. So that's basically what they're doing with the tower. How are you going to implement the climbing mechanic, like what materials you climb on? Basically, you make it so you can climb on anything except for during combat trials. That's basically what they have it. That's what they just reiterated. They're trying to get the climbing mechanics for PC VR and Quest to be like in line with each other, but it's not quite there yet. So yeah, that's basically what they're just saying there. Just simplifying it down. I read all this beforehand, so I'm just simplifying it all for you guys. All right, 5. What will the differences between Quest and PC be for things like the climbing tower? I'm going to read this one just because this one's a little bit like, I don't know. So Bormy's one of the head guys of the development team. We're aiming to have the new changes to the tower be the same. Oh, actually, I guess I said this before. Same for both PC and Quest players. This is part of our objective to bring the two games versions closer and closer together, especially for a gameplay perspective. It's interesting how they say especially for gameplay. I don't know if this is hinting at the fact that they understand that certain aspects that are in PC VR are probably not going to be able to be implemented into Quest anytime soon, like the forest. The forest update is a huge add-on to the game, and it's also very resource heavy. Quest probably cannot take it, and that's why I think they're saying that it's especially for gameplay perspective, not feature perspective, because gameplay is the flow of the game, features are what's in the game. So they're trying to make the gameplay as close together as possible. So that's the differences between Quest and PC. They're trying to make the gameplay feel the same, but the features in the game, the PC VR, you're always going to have more, and it's always going to feel better and smoother as long as you have the system that can run it. Of course, you have to have the system that can run it. So you need to have those RTX 1660s or above, basically, to make it so you like seamless. I feel like anything below that, it can be seamless, but it's a little bit, a little bit harder to run. All right, what do you think was the most complicated thing you've added code-wise or mechanic-wise? Soul says the trials. Trials are the hardest thing. So much went into design and refinement of them and implementing anything. I gotta say, it's funny that I read this, that they talk a lot about the trials. I personally have not played the trials too much. Maybe that'll be the first thing I do when I get back into the game. So we'll do some trials, because I have not done that, and I've done my due diligence of playing. I've literally just mined. That's all I've done. I like traveling through the mines, but as far as trials go, I'm not a combat person. My combat games are on the PC, not VR. But okay, next, James also says server migration. While it's not finished yet, it's a very complicated part of the background services that players don't get to see much, but really rewarding to work on once we got all the moving parts working in tandem. So those are like the two things that they say that is the most complicated. Servers are complicated. All of you beginners that say, oh, the server's lagging, this is lame, they have crappy servers. Do you realize what you're freaking saying? Do you understand how servers work? They're literally using AWS, like Amazon AWS servers, and they're limited to what they can offer and their up and down times and the amount of money that they're paying to make those servers run. While you buy the game one time and that's it, you don't pay anymore. They're hoping that you might, pay for their donation, Patreon kind of services, but I know probably 90% of you don't do that. So if you want to support them and get the better stuff and not complain, then yeah, you gotta do that. I don't even do that much, mainly because I have a lot of things that I'm paying stuff for, and I don't feel like paying $5 for, because I got to build a house basically. All right, but okay, next on the thing. How do you plan to implement the features from PCVR to Quest, and once implemented, will it affect the current graphics? Okay, for one, Quest can't support full graphics. It can't support ray tracing. People, come on. Okay, with a lot of careful deliberation, a lot of the features that we made were implemented with a small team that was cranking out new things fast and loose. This meant that there was definitely bugs, performance issues, bigger working, blah, blah, blah. Look at existing mechanics, making sure that they hit their objectives in the grand plan for the game. Graphically, there are maybe minimal changes as objects that get moved around. But ultimately, the goal is to improve the look, feel, and most importantly, the gameplay of the game across all platforms. I know this says how do you plan. He doesn't really touch on that much. He more says that basically they've laid out the entire game on PC VR, and it's super good on PC VR. It might get boring for some people, like after, like 500 to 1,000 hours, but they laid out the game, and now that they laid out the whole game, there's tons of bugs in it, and they're trying to fix it because they did it fast and loose. Like loose meaning there's probably bugs. So that's basically what they're saying, and that's what they're going with. So that's why I'm assuming that he's like getting at, and he's just like, don't expect a ton of new features very soon, because they have to go and fix all the old stuff that they just added in because they really wanted to lay out the whole game, which I think that's respectable. When I make a game, I want to get all of my ideas out on the paper, like all my features, and then from there it's like, okay, maybe let's like upgrade up things to make it feel better, rather than add more features, making a huge pile of crap basically, because nothing works together. All right. When is the merchandise store coming back? I technically don't even know that there's a merchandise store, so I don't even. Yeah, it's arriving in a timely manner. There you go, guys. All right. Will we at some point either get a new roadmap-like thing, or the ability to vote on updates we want in that order? Okay. Basically, they say that this Alta logs is the new roadmap. They're telling us what they're thinking, what they're experiencing. and they're also going to have their survey that you can take. You have to go on their website. I think there's a link on the website, or if you go in their Discord, there's a link there where you can get a survey, and that way you can be able to get up to date with the things. So that's basically what's up there. If you want to understand and be more part of the community, you can read these Alta logs a lot more. They do sometimes post on their Discord, or they post on their Discord and on their Reddit. Those are 2 active communities that they have. As you see at the very top, there's literally a Discord button right there. So yeah. And you can always become a supporter. That's what it's called, a supporter. All right. I was thinking about that earlier. Are you close to finishing the game, or do you want to have more stuff added? We have tons of stuff we want to improve or add to the game. We'll keep adding content as long as you guys stick around. That's basically what they're saying in the end. Basically, as long as people are playing, they're going to keep adding to the game, because why not? When you have, on a company perspective, as long as you have income, why not continue playing? But yeah, that's basically it for you guys. I was trying to get this thing under 8 minutes, did not do that. It's 11 minutes instead, but I'm super busy and I'm trying to get this, but it's a lot of information to process. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I'd like to get it by the end of the month. Hopefully, maybe not. And stay in tune for what's going on our channel, as well as we'll try to keep you up to date a little bit with a Township tale. The channel itself is not specifically towards the Township tale, but 90% of my content is a Township tale. So I guess that's the byproduct of my channel. So don't get mad at me if you see me posting my life stuff on my channel. It's my channel. I do what I want. All right. See you guys. I'll take care. Yeah.